Today we're diving into a game that had a little bit of everything. A coach under siege but has a boardroom lifeline. And a final side that is chasing top four. A key forward putting on a clinic and a late surge that had believing. We break down Ben King's 6-goal masterclass, how he kept the Suns' top four hopes in and around their hands, and Francis Evans becoming a cult hero, and Cooper Lord showcasing maybe there is some hope for the future. Let's break it all down, hit that like and subscribe, and let's get straight into it. Marvel, not the best place to play football at times, but a very poignant game, this one. We had Carlton on the one side, inconsistent, a coach given a public vote of confidence in the week from incoming CEO Graham Wright. And on the other side, we had Dimmer, Gold Coast, a team that hates playing at Marvel. A coach openly has had some shocking losses there, particularly against Richmond, but a club on the verge of their first final series, buoyed by some big wins against some big clubs in the names of Brisbane and Collingwood. They felt good. A win here, and they probably locked themselves inside the top 6, and the top 4 is wide open. The stakes for them immense, and the storylines for us watching at home delicious. The question was, could Carlton produce a performance worthy of the board ratification, or would the Suns flex their September credentials? And the first quarter, it was a 10-minute cagey affair, wasn't it? Both sides, they had some looks early. They couldn't get clean. It was scrappy. But enter Ben King. He slots the first major. Harry, for Carlton on the other end, he found himself unmarked, in the open, kicked the goal. Francis Evans decided that today was the day, and he turned it on, and he got the game going for them. 2 quick goals put the Blues ahead by 11. But the Blues needed to gain some ascendancy, and Gold Coast big men did what they do best. They wrestled it back. Jared Witts produced one of the goals of the season for a ruckman, volleying it out of thin air, and he was helped by TDK being slung into it. Ben Long continues his great 2025 campaign. He snagged a nice goal, and Suns hit the front. There was a sense of foreboding about this, but Ben King's hanger in this quarter on Lewis Young was one of the best things we've seen. He got a third of the term, and when the siren blew, Suns were up by 3 goals, and they were humming. Carlton opened the second quarter with a chance to close the gap. Mackay, horrible kick, didn't even make the goal line from 30 metres out, and that kind of really sums up how Carlton have gone all year. When they have the opportunity, they don't do it. Enter Ben Ainsworth, who converted from the resulting turnover. Goals were traded. Ben Long, Hudson O'Keefe getting his first major. By the main break, though, the Suns had blown the lead out to 24. It wasn't flawless. They'd missed a lot out there. But there was definitely a lot more forward 50 entries, better pressure. They were sharper, they were cleaner, and they had the most damaging player on the field at this point, Ben King. Carlton had a lot of work to do. Quarter 3 came, the Premiership quarter, and it lived up to its name. Braden Farini looked like he was going to make this game absolutely break open. King kicked his 5th. Long nailed his casual 3rd. Farini again from a free kick. But Evans came to life. He broke the run with his 3rd. And the damage at that stage looked like it was just a consolation. But the 4th quarter was about to happen. The Suns would have been happy with a 45-point lead. And they have one hand on the 4 points. But Carlton found something. Gone were the shackles. They came out with that slow start, stop-start rubbish, and they came Hail Mary time. Quick hands, kick into space, looking for your forwards. Mackay, Evans, Motlop, Moyer all hit the scoreboard. Moyer's goal from the forward flank was an absolute cracking hit, and suddenly Carlton were in touching distance. But Gold Coast, as good times often do, had let their little friends have some fun. Mark deep in the pocket did King, curled away his 6th, come back over. Suns win by 19 points, and the final term left a lot of questions of both sides. Let's talk about Francis Evans. This was Francis Evans' best game, probably in AFL. 4 goals, relentless pressure, an instinctive knack for being in the right place at the right time. Carlton have definitely been searching for a small forward for what feels like since Eddie Betts first left the club. one that can do both. Carlton are really in a dangerous area where they pigeonhole forwards to either be midfielders or just do one of the job. He worked hard both ways. He did show his experience. I thought he covered the defensive exits incredibly well. He chased the halfbacks. I don't think their halfbacks had freedom as we thought. I thought his gut running for his second was absolutely brilliant. He's very tough as well. His pressure, I thought, really put the pressure on their halfbacks, which created multiple avenues for Carlton to create turnover. And Carlton genuinely had some repeat entries from his work, which we haven't had enough all year. Evans, for me, did show that this is the standard we expect as a bare minimum. While a great game, and yes, we're not going to kick these goals all the time from one player, genuinely said this is the model moving forward, that you've got to have some impact, and it is possible to do everything we expect, as opposed to just being a master of one. I really did enjoy this general game. Ben King, 6 goals, 6 marks inside 50, probably mark of the year contender. He wasn't good. He was a force that couldn't be stopped. His aerial presence was a constant menace. Carlton had Lewis Young on him. He couldn't match him on the air. Waitering went to him. And once Gold Coast got quick ball movement, King made Carlton's defenders look static, and this is not the first key forward to do this to the Blues. What made his game elite as well for me wasn't just that scoreboard impact, but it was also his timing. Every time Carlton did try and have some ascendancy, King was there to kill it. That goal with the sealer really is case in point. He's on 57 goals now for the year, so that is a very, very strong. He's closing in on the club's all-time record. King is proving he's not just a key piece of this jigsaw puzzle. He's probably the cornerstone, and Ben King is great to see him thrive in a happy environment. Cooper Lord, he did a tagging job on probably the most dangerous midfielder of 2025, and he's only a handful of games into his career. He had to stop Noah Anderson. Quarter time, Noah Anderson looked like he was going to get away. 9 touches, but the defensive positioning, bodywork and discipline didn't just limit the disposals. I think he really made Suns look at other scoring chains. Suns' chains and stoppage weren't as free as they usually are. Carlton definitely need, again, like a forward, a mid who can do both. And he also showed that he could shut down the opposition's prime mover and also get stuck into the attacking plays himself. It's amazing what happens. 2 players can do what 2 players can do. You don't have to have an individual. Even the post-game, Michael Voss glazed him with maturity, work ethic, and an appetite for getting better, and that was obviously on show. Tough ask to go against Noah Anderson, and I thought he really did his harm of being in the best 22 every week. No damage. If King was the spearhead, we've got to talk about Matty Rowell. Matty Rowell's blend of inside strength, and then this improvement of being able to be highly mobile and look for line breaking is incredible. His work to break tackles and then also deliver clean handballs to play runners out in front or drive the ball into the final third is impeccable. He's also got this leadership trait as well. When Carlton surged, Rowell was an absolute nuisance. While Noah Anderson was under a bit of duress, he found it. For me, the combination with Noah Anderson and him has that creativity, the hard backbone, and the hard edge. And the fact that Tuke Miller now is just an accessory, the icing on the cake, and the development of Alex Davis, who again had an incredible game and was everywhere, is a real snapshot into just how good they are. Their midfield might have the most depth out of all the final side. So what does this mean in the grand scheme of things? 3 quarters for Carlton of predictable, boring football, followed by a burst. It's almost like a paradox, and it really does emphasise what Carlton is. Committed to the contest, slow, and very far away from the modern game. The 4th quarter says they can take risks and score quickly. My reservation is, why does it always come when the game is almost dead? We don't see it enough at the start. But also, is that sustainable? Because I don't think the first 3 quarters are sustainable. The 4th, I've never seen it for 4. Gold Coast, the Suns have really developed this maturity, particularly since Damien Hardwick's got there. They absorbed Carlton's surge. They also were composed. They've got that killer blow, pressure composed, and the forward half dominance. It's very interesting how they've really matured before our eyes, and they will be a threat in finals. What's the big picture? 2 games left for the Blues. Port Adelaide, Essendon. Season gone. Final term here is definitely that pre-season blueprint of being more, and the kids are getting more exposed, and we've got to back in that attacking ball movement and cut the shackles somehow. It's going to be interesting how Carlton change it up. We expect a lot of changes in the off-season. Now they've backed Vossi. It's going to be interesting what they are. Gold Coast, finals locked in. Top 4 still there. Giants, Port, Essendon. It's manageable. If they can avoid any late fade-outs, I reckon they're going to be a genuine September run. With King firing that midfield humming and that half-back line incredible, they're a wild card. So what do we make it of all? Can Carlton bottle up that fourth quarter? And is it sustainable to play like that for 2 out of 3 quarters? They've spent a whole season playing contained football. Can they flip the script? Francis Evans, has he impressed you? Are you impressed that he is it? Or are you concerned he is our best small forward? And for the Suns, are they a genuine top 4 contender? And how far can they go? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. We do all AFL content here. Join me tonight. I'm with the great Felix from Everything Essendon. Peace, love and light. See you soon. Pom out.
Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.